Is life not 1,000 times too short for us to bore ourselves? Meaning, life actually has always been short and momentary and transient uh, in its nature, character, and action in one way or another, even though we don't always want to recognize its transience because obviously we're unwilling to consider our lives to be short, either because we don't pay attention to it or simply because we want to dwell and persist in our ignorance, arrogance, envy, stupidity, mediocrity, and so on and so forth, and continue to commit hostilities and evil actions against one another that ultimately destroys societal harmony, individual happiness, and collective growth, progress, prosperity in one way or another. But we have to be able to come to the recognition and identification and realization of not only our own inabilities, insecurities, shortcomings, deficiencies, ignorance, drawbacks, and many other problems that thwart our both individual and collective and public growth, happiness, progress, learning, but also interferes in our relationships, developments, and interrupts our overall personal and psychological developments, and basically becomes a hindrance, an obstacle for all of us to live with harmony, happiness, unity, and absolute coordination and interdependency on one another. But again, life is short because it is unpredictable and uncertain, not because it is really short, but because we waste most of it because of our mediocrity, madness, envy, ignorance, and many other evil intents. So we must not always try to pursue our one-sided, futile, preposterous desires, intentions, fantasies, wants, but we must always try to direct our lives towards the achievement of great things, and also for the prosperity, growth, elevation, and upliftment of all in our societal surroundings and external conditions that may be or may not be necessarily in problems, crises, suffering, miseries, but we must always try to elevate, uplift, reform, and empower, and again enhance the others and our societies and worlds if we can, or if it is in our capacity to do so, then we must do it without thinking twice. And we must also live as the good man in this moment. We must not waste time arguing what a good man should be like, but we must be one. And we must live while we can with all of our talents. We must find our talents and stick to it, even if it does not give us instant gratification and immediate success.